times of great conflict and accepted offerings. In return, it granted the conflicted games with which they could settle their disputes. As the offerings grew larger, so too did the power of the games. Until the system collapsed and turned everything to dust.
Monster Club special event. Thank you for joining the Monster Club Corporation today. Monster Club is all about sharing experiences, because you never play alone, right? So Monster Club Season 0 has been traversing the club for the past months, connecting people all over the world. And the people playing Monster Club find great joy in the games. Not only do they enjoy the tactic, but the feeling of nostalgia as well. And we love to connect to you guys too. Big chance you've seen this message before. And then you were like... And we were like... Turns out we've actually listened, which is why today we introduce a solution to this problem. Today we introduce not one, but two single decks. And here they are. The Army's Greatest Force single deck and Dragon of the Shimmering single deck. Both of these single decks hold 28 unique cards and 10 newly introduced cards. So let's check some of those out. We start with the Army's Greatest Force single deck, starring the newly introduced Silver Dragon, and the Ultimate Force, which is the combination of both the Army's Greatest Force and the new Silver Dragon. As you can see, a lot of new cards find their introduction in this single deck. The second single deck is Dragon of the Shimmering. Again, a lot of new cards premiere in this deck. Let's take a look at the Witch of Distortion, a combination of both Giggles and the Witch of Power. There are a lot of new power cards included in both of these decks as well. Again, a lot of new cards find their way into this single deck. So there we have it. 3 products in our current lineup. At the top, there is Monster Club Season 0, followed by our newly introduced single decks at an affordable price. And we are happy to announce that we are accepting orders through our online store starting today. As you can see, we are accelerating the game of Monster Club, and we couldn't have done so without you. So we'd like to thank you for your support and involvement once more. So that's it for today. We would like to thank you all for attending the Monster Club special event. Until we meet again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Monster